Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Big Campaign Stories, Chapter 4. But before we start our session, let's begin with some lightsaber checks. John.
This is John playing as Lucius, and I got a 9. Jesse, you go next.
Alright, I am Jesse. I am playing as Oswald, and I got a 12. Sean.
Hey, I'm Sean. I play 4s. Oh, shit. I rolled a 3. Marshall.
Hey, this is Marshall. I play Keegan, and I rolled a 7.
Yay!
Haha!
Well done.
Thank you.
Excellent. So, Sean, how about them recaps?
How about them recaps?
Yeah.
We got sent on a mission to recover some stolen goods from a work site. Did I jump in in the middle of the episode, or was that the beginning of the episode?
No, that's the beginning. You got the mission from Ophelia.
Yeah. And things started to develop there, and there was a guilty party that we have wrapped up, and it's all coming back to me little by little. Problem is, I don't remember exactly where we left off. If someone can bail me out, I am treated to being able to watch Jesse's face cam as he reacts to my.
I had to mute. I loved that recap.
I also had to mute for the same reason.
We're recovering some stolen goods from a place. People, they owe some money.
Was that the middle or the beginning? Sean,
so
at this
there's
point, we'll take it, Sean.
And there's a weaselly little guy named Daryl.
Yeah,
Daryl.
Daryl.
I can jump in.
Oh, thank you, Jesse.
Yeah. We got a job from Ophelia to go head to East Duskbanter to go to Runic Securities. They put in a claim that a bunch of stuff got stolen from them by the Sons of Zerain. The trouble with that is without the stuff that was stolen, Runic Securities can't follow through on a contract they have with Amon. And so Amon called us in to get the stuff so that Runic could do what they were going to do for Amon, which is clear as mud. Getting to Runic Securities, we sniffed around, tried to figure out what happened. The main thing seems to be a big container full of rare materials, which I discovered the container itself was melted and all the innards were probably transported away. Through looking at security cameras, we found out that, what's the name of the group?
Blink Dog.
Blink Dogs, yep. The Blink Dogs were almost certainly involved. The more we dug in, the more it became clear that this was an inside job. Fours got cornered by the assistant named Daryl. Shots were fired. An HCOM was destroyed. We cornered Daryl and cuffed him, and found some markings on a map in his HCOM that were labeled as escape routes or escape hatches, something like that. Went to the nearest one, opened the door, and thinking that maybe it was kind of like a Blink Dog, transportation route or something. And that's where we left off, was with the door opening.
Perfect. Yeah.
I also sent Matilda a text chain that mentioned her on Daryl's phone. And from the response I got, it sounds like she knows Daryl.
Gathered outside together next to the door that you had placed the USB chip into the lower part of the keypad, the door opens, leaving a white static field of constant. You will get the message, though, that Lucius is nearby and approaching. The Empire taxi will pull up onto the site of Runic Securities as Lucius will get out and join the rest of you.
I'm here now. In no way was I sick last time.
Oh man, we should have had John do the recap.
You just
There
rolled
was.
way too well.
It's blowing snot out my nose.
Hey, boss. Well,
Yeah, I imagine we catch you up.
Off of that
I'm-
sick recap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently examining the door.
I've got Daryl under my arm because we brought him with us.
Sorry, you guys have a guy under your arm?
Yeah.
What happened? I think I missed that part in the recap.
Oh, yeah. Well, when we got here, Daryl was cooperating with us, and the closer I closed in on the evidence, the more jittery and panicky he got until he pulled a gun on me. You know,
I see.
we got past that.
We searched his HCOM and looks like he was part of this inside job. And during a message thread, he had some of the people he was associated with had some choice words mentioning your sister. So I sent that thread over to her.
Okay.
How did we know that it was in fact the Sons of Zorain? Like, I've gotten my notes that when we were reviewing the security footage, we saw that it was Sons of Zorain folks putting down jammers and cameras turning off as soon as the jammers got activated. But how did we know who they were that they were putting down jammers?
We were told before we got here.
Yep.
That's who was suspected.
Yep.
I identified one of them as a blink dog, at least one of them.
Yeah, blink dogs for sure we've seen. And we've got lots of evidence that blink dogs are involved, but I'm wondering if the Sons of Zorain, is it possible that Sons of Zorain just aren't involved at all? And this is just a blink dog thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's very possible.
You want to interrogate
What do you think, Daryl?
over there?
Wake up.
Yeah, I mean, Daryl under your arm will continue to kick and try to push against you to little success. But will respond with, yeah, they were here. What about it? As he's trying to push.
Who was here? The Blink Dogs?
Yes.
And the Sons of Zorain?
Also, yes. He'll try to bite at you, but you have a bracelet, you have a gauntlet on, so he's just kind
what about the gargoyles?
Also, yes.
I thought so.
I look over at Oswald, and if he catches my gaze, my look like warms a little, like, hey, that was a good one.
Yeah, I'll smile back.
Okay, Daryl's just giving us the runaround.
Yeah.
Was there anything in his phone or in that text message about the Sons of Zorain, or was it just blink dogs?
On his HCOM, you did find he had a connection with Lawrence Dovers, which you guys passed the check to know that they are the leader of the Sons of Zorain.
Okay. He at least knows somebody from the Sons of Zorain, but...
And Javier Valencia was a Blink Dog who has a defense contract? Or
Correct.
Valencia Defenses?
Correct.
Okay. And then we threatened to call these two guys. Partly because I didn't want to tip anybody off.
Yeah. So, yeah, Daryl, I don't know, it doesn't give me the impression that he's actually in any of these organizations. I think he was just somebody who got paid to facilitate or look the other way or whatever.
Yeah, and you guys found the credit chip on him last time as well.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's who Daryl is, Lucius.
I see.
I'm sure he'll continue.
Mulv will take the moment to step forward to Lucius and, oh, Mr. Estibold, I'm Mulv Ranza. I run this company. Ophelia said you guys would be here to help take care of this. Good to see you.
I'll shake his hand.
Yeah, I think a middle-aged, kind of pudgy void with spots and whatnot all about.
Quickly aside, I can track Damon's HCOM, right?
Yeah, now that you have his number, you can.
Okay. So I've been kind of keeping track of him. He's nowhere close to us, right?
Correct. At the moment, he seems to be in the downtown Dusk Banter in the shopping district.
Okay. Just checking in on that.
Yeah.
All right. So sorry. Why is Mulv with us right now?
We were interrogating him basically about the circumstances of the robbery.
Okay.
And we're at his place.
All right.
He's been not super helpful. Like, he's willing to help, just the help he's provided has not, in fact, been very helpful.
All right. But at least he gave us, like, if we were to see these items that have gone missing, we would be able to recognize them based off of his description.
He did give a list to Oswald as well of what was taken.
All right.
We have, like, an actual invoice for this thing as well, like a comprehensive list. Okay. That is no longer in a potentially labeled shipping container.
Correct.
Oh yeah, that got melted down. That was said already. Yeah.
Yeah, they melted that container, so they can melt things like that. That's kind of scary.
I'm checking out this white constant door. I wasn't sure if Jeff was just waiting to address that or.
We were getting Lucius caught up.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like with this Mulv character, just rest assured we'll find these items.
Thank you. Yes. Your team has been rather efficient.
Well, we are the best at what we do. I did not rip that off from anything.
Yeah, do you have a sound effect as Lucius?
Shink.
Shink. That's a sound of water being turned into coffee.
Yeah, so I think we're all assuming this white field is going to take us to some kind of blink dog or seeker depot. But
Just curious, is it magical?
It is.
All right. As if it operates solely off of magic and not off of any sort of tech.
No. It's you're getting a strong aura of magic from the door, but technology was definitely needed to activate or to access it.
Okay.
it was labeled as escape route in the map, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And just to make sure that I'm on the same page, we think that the Blink Dogs stole these items to sell them or give them to the Sons of Zerain.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Or yeah, like Zorain paid them off or
Yeah.
something. We don't know the connection yet, but
Ultimately, we're getting paid to bring these items back.
yes,
Back to Runic Securities, yes.
so they
okay.
can do what they need to do for him on.
From this side of the door, can I get any sort of preview or indication of the other side that it's linked up to?
You cannot. The door itself is about. Well, it looks like it's taking the shape of this kind of like larger warehouse door. So, what, about 15 feet across? Once it's pushed all the way up, and as far as you keep pushing the door up, the white static will fill in that space. So it gets to be about 15 feet high as well, enough where it gets up to the roof before it loops in.
Okay.
Lucius, do you know about the Sons of Zerain? Do you know who they are? What they're all about?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Let's find out. Because no, I don't. Besides doing a knowledge check, and Jeff will kind of check what you like from me for those guys.
They're definitely human, so you will get that bonus.
Hell yeah!
Yay!
yeah, they would definitely be human.
Local or history.
So I do a little bit better at the old histories. So
The historical humans.
that I got a total of 20.
Yeah, with the 20 in history, though you don't know about the modern version of them, you do know that the Sons of Zerain were a human supremacist, non-cleric magic group. Fundamentalists that want to go back to when the Zerain Empire was powerful and strong, back when they had done the Zerain purges, getting rid of all the wizards and druids and non-human races that they could.
This is back to like the genocide of the elves and stuff like that, right?
Correct, yes.
So yeah, I'll relay what little I know about these guys. Yeah, they're kind of an ancient organization, so I know the basics.
Well, not so ancient. They're around now.
Right? Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to make sure you, Lucius, know what we're getting into here, because these folks probably will kill you on sight if they find out what you can do.
Well, back in the past, people used to do that. We live in more civilized times.
And we're here.
I look at Keegan.
Not my blood.
But you know, I will say that a bit sarcastically, and yeah, as well, definitely, these people probably aren't gonna like how flamboyant I am with my innate abilities.
Well, they're not gonna like any of the rest of us either. So
Yeah.
I bet you these dudes love beating on sorcerers after school. Sork, get him! He can't protect himself.
What are you gonna do? Use your charisma to make me stop?
Stop hitting yourself.
If you were a paladin, at least you'd have saves.
And be able to fight back.
Probably at least one weapon proficiency.
So fours, have you figured out where this goes?
No clue. I mean, there's no indication. We just need to pop through. So who's going through?
Hey Daryl,
First,
where's
I
this
guess.
go?
Yeah. Maybe we should just throw Daryl in first and see what happens.
I'll look down at Daryl. What do you think,
Yeah, how
Daryl?
does Daryl react to that?
Daryl is trying his best to reach and punch at any part of Keegan that he can get to that could hurt him, but Keegan's wearing the good armor, he said.
Yep.
Who brought out the good armor today?
And Daryl would say, well, no, don't throw me in there.
Where's it go?
It goes to a horrible place.
Really? I'll walk close
Yeah.
to the door.
Maybe just put his head through or something.
Kind of horrible place, Daryl.
He ponders for a moment before it takes you to the backwaters of Thus. Desolate wasteland. He's squirming.
All right, I'm moving towards the door. If no one stops me, after I look back for a moment and pause, I step through. But people have a chance to stop me before I step through.
It says escape route. I'm not super worried about it going to Thus.
Right.
But
Yeah, no. I
There's-
think we all should go through, but I don't think we should bring Daryl.
I can't just magic this a note, right? Like through a identify spell or something like that.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking. I think my meta brain just went off. If you had a locate object or something, we could do a locate object on just an item and then just chuck it through the door and see where it pings.
Isn't locate object like a level 8 spell or something?
I don't know.
Oh, there's all sorts of those spells.
But as a sorcerer,
Yeah, let me tell you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Jeff knew exactly where I was going.
We've
with
already,
that.
unfortunately, we're beyond Lucius's wheelhouse because we've already found the secret door.
Yeah, exactly. Look, John, we can find secret doors too.
so we don't want to bring Daryl with us?
I don't think so. I mean, if it's like the one that Fours went through before, where it's some kind of seeker evidence locker depot type thing, he's just gonna make a bunch of noise and draw a bunch of attention to us.
True, but if we leave him here, he's just going to call somebody. Well,
Which is why we need to cuff him to a lamppost.
okay.
he is
Alright,
he is already handcuffed. Fours did that last time.
Right, and I do have his HCOM, so we can just
Yeah, I can.
let's just cuff him to something and
Well, I'm gonna recon real quick, and
Okay.
I'm going to take the form of a human, the humaniest human, most non-magical human I can think of.
Very well. You step into the field of constant. And what's on the other side? The floor in here is much like a chessboard, but out of hues and feelings and not colors. There's some spots that glow and some that refuse to glow. But looking around, there are markings that designate 4 other passageways, which matches up kind of with what you saw from the escape route plans, the ones on the datapad before it was shot. But the most clearly marked one in this static field of constant and checkered floors is a door that is labeled S04e03.
Okay, and other than that, it's pretty empty.
Correct.
All right, I'll pop back through the door to let everyone know that it's clear or it's safe.
Sounds good. Let's get this job done.
make sure Daryl's cuffed to something that he can't get away from, and we'll head in.
Very well.
S7VG make anyone think of anything?
No.
Mm-mm.
Maybe it'll become apparent once we go through.
What are the other 3 passages labeled?
They have zip codes on them
Okay.
that tie to 3 other locations here in the greater Dusk Banter area.
Okay. Do I recognize any, or am I familiar with any of the zip codes personally?
I mean, yeah, you'd be able to, kind of like what you saw from the Seeker warehouse,
Mhm.
is you can see like, okay, this one here looks like it's South Sordai. This one looks like it's on the west end of Dusk Banter, or about's where they should be, right? They're
Yeah,
zip
yeah.
codes.
Kind of ballpark it.
Well, if the others are zip codes, but this one is not, then that tells me this is a more specific location. Like the other doors are just like, if you want to go to this general area, go through this door, but this one leads somewhere specific. So maybe the S stands for Seeker, like it's a Seeker depot.
Yeah, looks like, this is like a 2-part step. We're in the hub. All right, Recon, am I going through blind again?
I mean, it's either you do or we all do.
Yeah.
I say we just go.
Like we're all doing.
All right.
All right, so you will all follow Frank Kellerson.
Just to be totally clear, none of us have any way of disguising ourselves, right?
Nope.
I've got. Does Oath of Anonymity help me? No, it doesn't make me appear to be a different creature type or anything like that. It just makes me look like a generic me.
Which might be good, because you do happen to have a lot of features which are not usual to Illican these days.
Oh yeah, you are turning into a underwater crab monster.
You don't know.
I knows that
gremlin.
claw.
Yeah, a gremlin. Remember, like from the old Bugs Bunny cartoons, where you can like claw the shit out of a jet engine and make it crash?
No, I think you're more like District 9 at this point. Yeah, fucking prawn.
I might as well throw Oath of Anonymity in. It's better than nothing.
All right, you guys want to just give me like a half a beat through the door, and if it's no good, you guys will get a shrill sliver tone.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So that can affect your decision either way, but
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, Fours, then you will exit out of S7VG.
and I'm in the backwaters of Thus, and I'm going, no, this is a horrible place. Why didn't someone tell me it's a horrible place?
Yeah, the winds will whip around you as your feet land upon hard, sharp stone.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! All right. Just clip out that sarcastic version.
Oh, I feel like that makes this even better.
Yeah.
Sharp obsidian black rock extending far out. You can hear the sea in the distance. It is sunny here, which is kind of nice. Not something you get a lot in Duskmanter. But you do notice immediately that there is almost a pathway. Somebody has spent some time, probably with the sculptor, wearing down the Acanthian here to make a passage. This road goes for about 40, 50 feet before you see a guard post. Inside, a human guard, currently looking at their data pad and laughing. There is a bar that goes across that looks like they would lift it for vehicles that have to come out here. In the distance, though, you can see a building. You can see the exhaust from the forges and a large generator.
And the guard looks like he's currently distracted by something on his data pad.
Correct. He hasn't quite noticed that one person has walked out.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to back up really quick, and I'm going to be backing up into whoever would be following me.
Probably me.
Alrighty. Yeah, you will.
I will try and relay that information to you guys, like, oh, we got a chance for surprise here. Otherwise, I would have just let you guys step through.
Mm-hmm.
But I lay out the scene for you guys as far as whether or not you want to rush the gate or how you want to handle the gate.
All right. So as you are all standing in the constant halls, what are you doing?
It sounds like we're gonna let the sneaky guys sneak in and sneak up on the guy at the gate.
All right. Who are sneaky guys?
Oswald and I.
Very well. So you two will step through the passageway.
Yep, I suppose so.
With the advanced sliver module that I have, the pull the strings stuff, would I be able to momentarily sever this guy's data pad's connection to the constant, or would I need to get much closer from where I am when we enter?
You need to be within the range of your tremor sense to have that much control. You'll both step out of the door onto the hard rock of Thus. Thus, for our listeners, is effectively a large island out in the middle of the ocean that is made out of acanthian, a rare and unique material for this plane that was formed during the destruction of the World Tree over the scar it left here. Acanthian is very dense and compacted frozen water of the river Styx. Oswald, this place immediately puts you on edge. All of the different jagged rocks, the angles, some close, some not, the obtuse ones, the ones that are almost right. You're constantly kind of seeing small places where they're close, but not enough. While you're out here, outside on Thus, you do have a -4 distraction penalty to your perception.
Got it.
Are you still psychologically cleared for field work, Oswald?
As far as you know.
You checked in with your HR guy, Gore, who's like, hey, thumbs up.
HR Guy Gore.
Fours and Oswald, you were here on the expansive fields of Thus.
All right.
Cool.
Is there anywhere on this road that is chiseled out where we can get cover so we're not just having to bum rush 50 feet towards this guy?
Honestly, no. It is a rocky cragscape of awful. with heavy winds. A pill bug about the size of a cat will crawl over your foot as it goes searching for small weeds to try to eat. But
I will.
All right.
I'll kind of look down at my own chest and say, "Shh."
Yeah, like I concur, and I'm standing there. I'm like, this might be a unique stealthing situation where the stealth is just us walking really slowly because this person, it's boredom hypnosis,
Mhm.
and I kind of gesture up to her, or like gently gesture with my head towards it as I look up towards the guard box.
Yeah. So what I'm picturing is it's like the kind of guard box you'd see when you're entering like a national park.
Correct.
Okay.
Or think of like the guard box you'd see if you were trying to get like Area 51.
Okay. It is on the ground though.
It is.
Okay. And the guard inside is presumably facing the road or facing us or what?
Correct. Facing the road, that if you were to, let's say, bring a vehicle here through the door, it should drive up to the post. They check you in and then allow you entry towards
Okay.
the building you can see in the distance.
Okay. So maybe what we could do is just like move off the road immediately and start going like laterally against the road or perpendicularly from the road so that we can kind of get behind the guard box and move up that way.
Yeah, let's start with a first stealth check to walk without rhythm.
Total of 21 for me.
Ooh. Hey, 26.
Excellent. Both of you are able to get off the road quickly. The small pillbug creature will scrunch into a ball as you guys step over it. But the guard seems to be well focused on their data pad. You can see their face illuminated as they give like a shocked and surprised face and then get really back into it. Whatever show they're watching, they're definitely invested.
Got it. They're watching sport, not playing Harvest Farm.
All right.
Yeah, once we are sufficiently like out of their existing neutral eye line, I think at that point start moving towards the box.
Yeah, you're at the edge of their peripheral vision. Go ahead and give me one more stealth check for you guys to be able to move up to it.
Total of 22. Staying consistent.
God damn it. 19. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
All right, and with the distraction penalty on him as well,
Nice.
the guard seems to be absolutely unaware as you both move up to the edges of the guard box and can hear him inside as he, "Oh, I can't believe you did that." And you can hear it sounds like he's listening to like a novella or a romance show.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'm going to be giving Oswald the signal to start the takedown. I'm gonna try and sever his communication so that we just nothing gets out of this box.
Yeah. We didn't really plan the whole actual takedown part. It was really just getting here.
Right. Well, how do you want to do it?
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead. I intentionally had not thought that far ahead because Oswald wouldn't.
All right. Yeah, I look like I am like my mind is my attention is divided between you and some sliver stuff going on in my head.
Yeah. I think my preference would be if he wasn't inside that box. So I'm thinking some kind of audio distraction, like throw a pebble or something to try and get him to come out.
Yeah.
I'm not your classic like fight in enclosed spaces kind of guy.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. How hard is this box to get into? I wasn't thinking it was like very tightly secured. I thought it was kind of open air a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate?
No, think of it like a toll booth box. So it has a roof, it has a door, it has him inside. He definitely has screens that are for his job, but he's using his data pad.
Yeah.
You can go and give me a perception, whichever one of you is trying to look in or try to get more information.
Yeah.
Total of 14 for me.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, good call. What is the distraction? Am I distracted or is it just Oswald?
Just Oswald.
All right. Well, it's possible for me to roll lower, so I gotta try. I got a 24 my perception.
All right. Yes. As I guess an average-looking human, as Frank Kellerson peeks in with his buddy Waldo. You can see the guard sitting there watching but you can see their keys are in the door. Imagine the door automatically locks, and so they put the keys in there so they can exit and enter.
Just because they're being lazy.
Yeah.
So if I pulled the door open, I could just have his keys.
Correct.
Okay.
Seems pretty great.
I'm going to try and sever their communication, like their HCOM connection before I try. But I'm thinking, I'm just gonna take the keys.
Okay.
I think we're totally overthinking this.
We totally are, but each of us is
Yep.
kind of like looking at each other to say what's the move here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm going to, before I go in, I'm going to try and sever that communication, but I'm just going to bum. Now that we're already so close and we got the drop on him, I'm just going to, take him down, cuff him.
All right, cool. I will follow you immediately in.
All right. In order to sever the connection, it is a DC 25 computer use check.
Oh boy. Okay. Hell
Hey.
yeah. 32.
You'll hear the guard. Oh my God, Mateo? Are you serious? What the hell? What the hell? As he's shaking his data pad, as I guess the door opens. Right? You're grabbing his keys.
Yep. So I pull the keys out of the door and I toss them back to Oswald.
So you drift around as you open the door, as he's banging his data pad, like, what the hell? I lost connection. Oh my God, it's the season finale. He'll drop the data pad in a panic as the door opens and you grab the keys. And he'll, the fuck, as he's trying to reach for his gun, but dropping his data pad, but he's still in his chair. Give me initiatives.
Woo! Got a 28 initiative.
Oh, that's far better than I can possibly hope for. I got a 13. Comfortably less than half.
So yeah, with that, as you open the door, grab it, Oswald, you can hear the clang of the data pad bouncing off the desk onto the floor. You hear the panic of this guy as he's obviously reaching for his gun. And who the hell? What? God damn it! It is your turn. Door is open. Forz is there as a human, holding the keys, and the door open.
Nice. I'm going to rush in and I think try and take the gun before he can.
All right, very well. Go ahead and give me that disarm check.
Alrighty. What do I get to disarm? One
He's
might
had
inquire.
just enough time to unbuckle the gun
Mhm.
from his holster, but he hasn't drawn it.
Okay, got it. I think I've got a plus 13 on this. Well, I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter what I have plus to it.
What are you doing here?
Trying to grab the gun before he can, like, pull it out and shoot us.
How exciting.
So Oswald, you go slamming into this
Yeah,
DC
I just, like, sneak past fours.
10 by 10 area. You come rushing at this man while he's sitting down on his wheelie chair, grabbing at his gun and say, man, that natural one, I have to imagine this has to be something. Oswald, distracted by the nature of thus, steps on a pill bug
Yeah.
that just puts him half a hand's reach out of the way. As the guard here will push a little bit off of Oswald in his rolling chair, going back to the end of the guard box, still not standing up as he draws the gun and takes a shot at Oswald.
Yeah.
Need to stop getting shot.
Well, fortunately, a 17 does not hit me.
Yeah, with the 17, you can see it hits the glass in here, though the glass is bulletproof, so it just leaves that smudge and bounce off, but it is loud in this confined area. Force.
I'm going to sliver back to the crew. We're good. We're clear. Come on through. There's absolutely no reason for you guys to be waiting back there anymore.
I strut on through.
I follow after Lucius.
But I will move in on poor security guard with my manacles out.
All right, go and give me that check.
17 on my CMB.
With the 17, you do not get him.
Slippery.
Even though he does seem quite the fool watching his novellas at work when he should be probably doing his job, he is a trained individual and is able to kind of use the wheelie chair to spin himself a bit and prevent you from really grabbing on.
Oh, he's doing wheelie chair foo.
What a jerk.
This guy's quite formidable. Oh my god. Do I have a second attack? I've had a second attack for however many sessions we've been level 6.
Dude, you've got a first attack.
Because I can totally do that again at a -5.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't.
totally get him.
Yeah, second time, absolutely.
Nope.
That's
8.
not how you get a guy.
No.
So this this poor guard, as he's gun out, spinning in his chair as Fours.
Grabbing for his hand. Like, come on.
Gimme.
This is fucking silent takedown here.
Yeah, unbeknownst to this poor bastard, behind him, out of a door on Thus, walks a man in a large owlbear coat and another one dressed like a SWAT team level member of the Seekers.
You gotta have to just drop a couple of decent rolls. Just a couple.
Lucius and Keegan, as you step out onto Thus and feel the hard ground underneath you, you can see Oswald and Fours currently engaged in combat in a small toll booth box with gentlemen. You see the distant building, the ocean further out.
I'll look over to Keegan. I can't believe we're in fucking Thus. Bad joke.
Yeah, looking over to Keegan, behind you, you can see the Tower of Thus, which means you're on the far outer edges of it.
Okay.
Your knowledge corporate, if you'd like, Lucius.
I would love to. I got a total of 15 while rolling a 1.
With a 15, the best you could guess for right now, you are at an Amon Black site. But you see the combat down below. Oswald, it's your turn.
I'm going to begin to cast Silence. Takes a full round. Yeah, I'll just center it on this booth.
Yeah, I can comfortably get this whole area.
And that's my turn.
You will provoke, as he will kick out with foot
Okay.
to try and...
Suppose there's there's no space for me to 5 foot.
But with the 16, with him spinning out of the way of Fours, the foot goes wide as he pushes off the desk, bouncing into a wall. He will attempt now, as he's avoided Fours as well as Oswald, to try to make a run out the door, standing up and moving 30 feet out.
Feels like that's going to provoke.
It will. It'll provoke from both of you. You can see as he stood up, he drew his H-comp and is rushing out the door, trying to access it.
I'm gonna try and grab his ankle.
Yeah.
21.
I similarly will try to trip him. 32.
Goddamn.
So the poor guard, he was so good in that wheelie chair. Why'd you ever leave it?
Well, he was going to a certain doom. We're saving him right now.
As he stands up, drawing his phone, Ford is able to get a hold of his leg as he sprints forward, immediately starting to eat shit as Oswald's able to make sure he just lands straight on the ground. You'll hear the clatter of the H-com as it bounces out of his hand onto the hard Acanthian floor of Thus, as he'll now begin to, oh my god, who are you? What? Get off me! I'll have you know you're trespassing! Once they find out, you're done.
I'm trying to tie him up at this point.
Yeah, go and give me that CMB. You will get the +4 because he's already prone. And Oswald there assisting gives you an extra +2.
Oh, yeah. So, with the extra 4 and 2 would, make that
Yeah.
29.
Yeah, 29. The guard is manacled on the ground. At least he landed on soft rock and not Acanthian. But he is bound on the floor as Lucius and Keegan approach.
I'll try to take his H-com, just levitate it off the floor and into my hand.
Yeah, I'll move into the doorway and help where I'm needed. If I'm needed, these guys look like they got it.
While going through his phone, can I get an idea of whether or not this guy's a blink dog and or a Son of Zerain? I guess as I recall, didn't blink dogs, their phones kind of indicate some of their doorways? Or was I wrong on that?
Oh,
I might be making up something.
Passwords on their phones?
Yeah, I thought
different
that.
area codes that you could load.
Yeah, I thought they did that, but that could just be me making shit up again.
The blink dogs you interacted with before had cards they used on the readers. This one, you guys were able to plug a USB into the bottom, which got you access to here. But they had cards they swiped through, and then they had a list of zip codes. So as far as looking through his phone here, go ahead and give me a sense motive.
Let's try that. 1 second.
Roll well, Johnny.
That's not a thing I do.
Yeah, you do.
I got a total of 12.
Yeah, there's a lot of names. He didn't label them. He must actually know them, right? Because they're not in there as like boss or this person.
Yeah.
But scrolling through quickly, you're not getting an idea of who he talks to. But you can definitely see that the gun that he had is officially a seeker pistol.
I will take that since I don't have anything nearly so good. So it's an actual secret pistol, not counterfeit or anything?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm just kind of holding up the gun and noticing that it is kind of a higher quality weapon for some dude in a toll booth.
Mm-hmm.
Going through the phone at the same time, and that's just what it looks like I'm doing right now.
Yeah, easy enough. Keegan?
We take a look around to see if there's anybody moving our way, see if we caused any commotion or anything was picked up by others around us.
No, as far as it goes, the camera on the front of the booth is projected onto where the road is, so none of you passed in front of that.
Okay.
But what you do get, I guess, from the HCOM Lucius is that this guy's name is Alvin.
Fucking Alvin.
But Fours, he's handcuffed to the ground. The team is there. So you and Oswald, what are you guys doing now?
Does Alvin look like he's gonna keep making noise? Like trying to shout for help?
He probably tries once or twice, but not really that hard. He knows he's far enough away from the base that that's not something that's going to reach out here, especially with the wind.
Okay. Then I will not cast silence.
You can hear him cussing in the background, and oh man, you guys are done for. The second they find out whoever the hell you are, finished.
They find out who is they, and I'll look at the phone again and look at him. Alvin. I'll look over to Forrest. Yeah, his name's Alvin.
And I'll just kind of shrugging and go, is that a goofy human name?
It sure is.
He says as a human.
Sorry, Alvin, our listener.
Alvin!
Pretty confident when I say there are 0 Alvin listeners.
I mean, now there will be.
Oh, I'm so fragile when people make fun of my name. I get it, Alvin's out there. It's rough, but your name is Alvin.
It's my grandpa's name.
Well, damn.
But yeah, Alvin on the floor would say that once we find out who you are, I'm sending the entire Blink Dogs after you. It's going to be done.
I'll kind of chuckle at that. Every last Blink Dog, huh?
I'm going to start looking up shit on Alvin. I'm going to start stalking his presence on the constant. See what kind of guy this guy is. Is he a keyboard warrior?
Sure, go and give me that computer use check.
20.
You're going to find pretty quick kind of the stuff that's pretty basic. Alvin Barfield is divorced, has 2 kids, coaches Little League, spends a lot of money on his train collection, currently has tickets booked to go to the Verdant Isles. He is a seeker.
Okay. What's his area?
Sword Eye Precinct.
Okay. So is he under? Does he work under Quinn or adjacent or what's the org? Do I know the seeker org well enough to know where this guy is in relation to?
Oh, this guy would definitely fall under Quinn, especially after Quinn's last promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Him being a Sword Eye Seeker does make you think that he may have been part of the Cavalry Brewery incident.
Oh, he's one of those corrupt fuckers.
What, you mean every seeker?
But there's some extra corrupt ones. There's some extra chunky in there. Okay, so this guy's just dirty secret through and through.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do we all know that he's a seeker at this point?
I mean, I'm not gonna keep any of this stuff a secret.
Okay.
I'll just be kind of listing off stuff about him.
Alvin will yell, of course, in the background, like, "You sick bastards! What are you doing?"
Getting information.
We're not here to get in the way of your vacation, so you just kind of chill out. We're doing a job.
What are you guys? Emperor Securities? What? He'll try to ask, what even are you guys?
We're retrievers. Currently tracking down. I pause in the middle of it and I look towards Lucius and I'm like, why am I explaining this?
Yeah, I'll look over his seeker pistol and look back over at him, and I'll say, Alvin, I think that you've got bigger problems than we do. We're not so worried that you're going to go tell the rest of the Blink Dogs. How bad would it be if we busted you and let the Seekers know what's going on here? I'd hate to name drop in front of... Is it Investigator Quinn now, or what is this? Because I'm not going to bring Chaudhry into it yet.
He was previously first investigator Matthew Quinn, and he's got promoted since then, I think.
Let's call him an investigator. So yeah, I'll say I'd hate to drop your name to Investigator Quinn, or even the media, to just show the corruption within the Seekers and how they interact with the Blink Dogs.
He will give away a bit in how he says, "Investigator Quinn, who the hell's that?"
Well, fine. Whatever. You don't know who that is. That's fine. I've got your phone. I've got your gun. You're a seeker out here working with the Blink Dogs.
He will chuckle on the ground and, yeah,
Maybe we should mess up his vacation. Oh man, knock him out.
Yep.
very well. It is not hard for you to do subdual coup de grace.
I'll clock him with my breacher gauntlet too.
Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna check the data pad.
See if he's
yeah.
alive after that.
Oh, he is very much unconscious.
Oh, good.
Yeah, when he wakes up here in a few hours, he's not going to enjoy his life. But yeah, Forrest, you can see it's running the credits of Passion of the Passions.
Very good.
Yeah, still frames of various scenes from the show as you're able to minimize the screen that he was watching on. This seems like his personal data pad. So there's like the picture of his kids behind it and kind of the, 2 weeks away until vacation.
Clock.
So, yeah, he doesn't use this for work in any way.
No, you can see the
Yeah.
work screens are here. 3 screens, one showing the road in front. You can see that there are settings on it for like detect magic, detect technology, detect poisons. But the other 2 screens seem to go to the building further in the distance. One of them being to another person, another guard. It looks like they're probably like maybe a front on the inside or a front guard on the inside. And the other one showing what looks like kind of a long distance shot of an airfield.
Okay.
Where if somebody were to try to moor one of the airships or whatnot.
And that's also off of Thus.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
At some point during all this, Oswald would have just kind of wandered outside of the guard booth, and I'd just be like looking around at the landscape and, like holding up my fingers like I'm trying to find the right like framing for a photo or something, but what I'm actually doing is checking right angles. I'm just looking around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very comfortable in the booth, but out here, it's a little tougher.
All right. So this material that we're trying to recover probably came through here, went into that spot, if it hasn't already gotten.
Yeah, or relocated or something.
Yeah. I mean, did we whiff here? Did the materials that we're looking for wind up at one of those other area codes, just going into a secret warehouse, changing hands? We barking up the wrong tree here?
How about this? If this booth, I think it would be somewhat safe to assume that this is some sort of check-in station. Let's go through his work stuff and see if it came in here and where it's designated to go.
Yeah. If they do any sort of manifest like
Right.
here.
If they do, yeah.
They would have a check-in, check-out log at least. They might not note what was being checked in or out, but they would at least note that like somebody passed through at a date and time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. You will find the check-in, check-out log that marks a delivery from Valencia Defenses, as well as it's marked in the kind of like the side part of the paper, accompanied by bell bricks. They get shipments, they get people that come through. Yeah, if you guys are taking your time looking through this, you will see a reference in here to Bishop Alchemy, as well as a name will come across, which stands out to Keegan, which is Pedro Silvana. Every once in a while, you will see a check-in, check-out that's labeled with a small like star and J next to it. No other explanation, no other writings to it, but it's in kind of one of the columns.
I know the name. It sounds familiar. I need a refresher of who.
Yeah, your mind will kind of brokenly flash back to a laboratory.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, I will look down at my gauntlet then.
Mm-hmm.
I will start hunting a pill bug.
All right. Well, we know that there's another security checkpoint inside, and that our the material we're after should have gone in there. So, how about we sneak into this facility?
Oh, yeah. Stealthy takedown, part 2.
I wonder. Yeah, maybe there's a way that we can try to get into the facility without going right up to the next checkpoint or something, without getting observed, if you would. How far away from the facility are we?
The facility is probably a good, I want to say almost like 1,000 to 1,200 feet away.
You guys see any point where they can visually observe us walking to it? Like they got like a tower or something, or people on walls, or...
Yeah, what angles do they have on the road?
Mm-hmm.
As far as out here, there's nobody out standing.
Okay.
There's definitely cameras.
Do you guys want to head back and get a vehicle in here? And then we can just wave a vehicle through the first checkpoint?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Just head
Like
out,
drive
head
the
down
wrecker
there?
through?
That's
Not the
feels-
wrecker, but just
Not the beloved wrecker, but it is. But it
we will get
is
the record
the-
stuck on thus.
Yeah. Yes, that is the concern.
Not the turtle van.
You joke, but yeah, basically, yeah.
Well, I mean, John doesn't know about the turtle van upgrades.
no, he doesn't.
Once I succeed at hunting one, I harvest its innards and start feeding some of them to Cobbler, who is with me.
With a hefty crunch, you'll break it open and share
I might
some
taste
with
it
Cobbler.
too. I'm kind of curious.
A diet solely consists of the bitter roots that grow here on Thus. It is a very sour texture.
Interesting. I will have more bites, but I'm giving the majority of it to Cobbler.
I'll watch that for a second and say, yeah, interesting.
But Forrest, you have all of Alvin's keys, and on his key ring is his card.
Oh, ba-boom.
This card looks like the card that you saw that the Blink Dogs used.
I like the vehicle plan. Let's go borrow a vehicle from Runic Securities.
I think it's a really good idea.
Okay.
All right, very well. You leave an unconscious Alvin before heading back in.
What a nerd.
Giving it a try, Forrest, you can swipe Alvin's card.
Wait, is Alvin human?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm Alvin.
You're able to swipe the card as the light will change to green, as you can type in the zip code for the area of Dusk Banter where Runic Securities is at, and it will open into those same hallways, so you can exit off into Runic Securities.
Right on.
Yeah, you can see a sock has been shoved into Daryl's mouth. Mulv is directing people to just work around him.
Amazing.
But yeah, Mulv will turn around and, oh goodness, you're all back. Oh, you don't have the stuff. Are you all look okay?
I need a vehicle.
Like a big one.
You have like a box truck or something?
Something that could move a container.
Yeah, I got one of those. It's got that, that 2-3-seater front. Mulv will throw you the keys and they'll kind of ask like, oh.
We'll need something to bring it back in.
Yeah, we're not going to hand carry 3 tons of metal.
Yeah, and they'll kind of, I wasn't going to ask. It's, you're getting it back, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'll wipe some bug goo off my face.
I'll head to the driver's seat.
Alrighty. So with Keegan driving, where's everybody else?
And no
Just
That's
gonna
secret-
be- Yeah, Lucius up front in the cab. I'll be in the, the cargo area.
Stuck to the wall.
Or something, yeah.
Just standing and holding on to one of the side straps like you're on the bus.
Yeah.
And Alvin?
Oh, Alvin will be. Can I be up in the cab?
Yeah, there should be enough room up front. One of those little fold-down middle seats.
Yep, I got my card ready.
All right, very well. So you will swipe the card, put in the coordinates, drive through into the constant field, and out onto Thus. You'll pull up to a guard post that is unmanned.
I hop out and perform my summary duties as Alvin, the guard, and I swipey through, or kind of do whatever usual signals is.
You'll get the beep from the person at the front desk.
Yeah.
Alvin, who you sending through? Are they here for the meeting, or did we finally get some feedback from Samara?
No, this is just more material transport stuff. They told me to expedite it.
Yeah, send them through. Send them back to the loading docks.
Okay, and I'll be like scrambling around the desk, looking for like site maps, like in case emergency warden maps. Like, okay, loading docks, because I'll be opening Sliver communication with Keegan driving.
Oh man.
Yeah.
If this is the kind of security guard outfit I'm thinking of, there would totally be a very disused 3-ring binder with the security SOP in it that would totally have a sitemap in it.
Okay.
And no one would have ever opened that binder in the last like 12 years.
All right. I'm going to invoke my investigator talents as an everyman of the mundane in the corporate world to be able to summon that 3-ring binder, so that I can continue to disguise our approach. But yeah, I'll be guiding you guys to the loading bay, I guess, via Sliver.
I'll follow his instructions.
All right, very well. So as the vehicle will begin to drive off towards the building, Alvin, what are you doing?
I guess I'm waiting for you guys to for our team to get to like the next checkpoint.
Okay.
Before I leave this one. So I'm kind of watching our rear for any unexpected shit. But then when you guys kind of get to the next phase, I won't be able to really divide my attention, and I'll have to meet back up with you guys. But it's a close enough to where it's a short jog, right? It's not too bad.
Yeah, like I said, 1,200 feet. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not horrible, but yeah.
Yeah. So I just might be lagged behind you guys a little bit.
Checking the SOP, you can see the loading docks are on the south side of the building, so maybe a time and a half further away from where you are. But you can see the edge of the building where they should park on around the other side for the loading docks.
Okay, so I can actually kind of keep an eye on it from here. Mm-hmm.
I'll head that way and start getting ready to pull into the docks.
Yeah.
Swing the truck around and back up.
Do you have a CDL? Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
I mean, his backstory was driving trucks in the military, so
Awesome.
and explosives, but we haven't got to that one yet. As you're backing up in this warehouse, you can see the couple employees as they're waving you along. Yeah, bring it up.
I'm going to be casting some spells along this short drive.
Sure. Go ahead and mark those down.
Yep. It's going to be comprehend languages, speech reader's sight, and once I can feel the truck coming in a park, invisibility.
All right.
Visibility on the truck?
No, on me.
Oh.
They're going to open the truck.
How are we going to have an invisible truck, though?
I would need like 4 castings of invisibility. But I don't know, guys. We could do it.
Finally, it would become true. So as you back in, the employees here will open up the back. You can hear as they pull up the grating, and Keegan, from where you're sitting, you can see one of the guards as she's starting to approach, clipboard in hand, and she'll rap on the window side of the door.
Yeah, I'll roll down the window. 4 is what should I be saying? Over the sliver.
The guard here knocks on the door, and the hell is this? There's nothing in here.
Tell them we're picking up.
We're picking up. Was told to come down here and park back here. Material transfer.
Picking up? Hey, Kevin, you heard anything about, are we picking up anything? Go ahead, Oswald.
Do I have this right that now they've got the back of the truck open and the bay door of the loading dock is also open?
Correct.
Okay, then I'm going to try and stealthily make my way inside the facility.
They let our squirrel out.
Yep.
All right, an invisible Oswald disappears into the warehouse.
I'll say over Sliver, I'm going in.
Oswald goes into the warehouse. Lucius, Keegan, the guard, she's looking at you like, oh, man.
Leaning back out the window. I don't know what to tell you. They just told me to come here and pick up.
And I start like via Sliver. I'm listening to you the materials that we're trying to recover.
Amazing.
So in case you want to use any of these.
Yeah. I'll be repeating some of the materials list. Mithril, the adamantium, the
Ethereum.
Ethereum, Zane shell.
Throwing in like specific quantities though.
Okay.
Like I'll be giving you the details so you sound real convincing.
All right, go ahead and give me that diplomacy, Keegan.
Real convincing.
You will get a +2 from 4s.
Yay!
Granting you this extra
Oh
knowledge.
God! I haven't looked at my diplomacy in a while.
I believe in you.
I believe in me too. Hey!
Hey!
You said I got a +2 from
From 4s.
from 4s, so 16.
Dueling diplomacies.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an opposed 16, the guard, she kind of rubs her temples and, all right, we're going to call somebody in on this. That's fine. I don't have record of it here, and just...
Well, I get it. Bureaucracy, right? Not everything gets through all the time.
Yep. All right, stay in the truck. I'll go check on this. I'll be back.
All right.
Is this all going to shit?
It could be worse.
Very well, then we will end this session with Alvin in the booth, the truck at the loading docks, and an invisible Oswald in the warehouse.
Should I knock out? Comes back.
Always an option.
Thanks for listening. Like, rate, review, subscribe, all that jazz. Our music, as usual, is by Nihilord. We have How to Survive in a Pre-Apocalypse, The Only Logical Ending, and Everything Breaks. Sound effects by Pixabay. Alright, thanks, bye!